Okay, heading out for another ride on my Grail. I am way underdressed at the start of this ride today. Feels like icicles are forming on my fingertips. Although it is a balmy 45 degrees. Hopefully it'll climb to 50 before too long. A couple of big climbs today, so that'll warm me up. And with only one layer, I should dry out quickly if I start to sweat. Right now, sweat does not seem like it's going to be a problem. But it is another beautiful day. Rain forecast for Wednesday night into Thursday. With temps only climbing to the mid-40s on Thursday. So if conditions are wet Thursday morning, I may opt for an indoor Zwift ride. Holy crap, it's cold out here. Windy too. Signing off for now, but I'll be back. Okay, I'm heading down Bird Street in the Pennington Borough. It's still cold. My nose is running like a faucet. But it is a beautiful day. There's those Stellentano guys again. They're all over the place. Same in Lambertville, Pennington, Hopewell, Lawrence. Good for them. Pennington Prep to my left. Left turn on West Delaware Avenue. Clear both ways. Shutting down until after I cross Route 31. So there's, as of yet, no bikers on the road on this brisk November morning. Only automobiles and buses and trucks. Can't help but think about the Pink Floyd song, Wish You Were Here. Thinking about my friends from New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Logged many miles with those guys. All like this on the road. They would probably approve of the first part of today's route. Up until I hit the Sourlands, where they'd have to climb. A couple of them would be okay with the climb. But the second half of the ride will be all gravel. Only two would ride with me. The rest would complain about stress fractures on their bike frames. Funny guys. Truth is, I would rather ride gravel, dirt, even a little bit of carriage roads and single track. Not so fond of mountain biking. I don't trust these old bones. I wish people would use blinkers. Well, he's not turning, so he's okay. And yet another beautiful, beautiful day. Gonna take a break for a couple of miles. We'll be back. Usamunta Road for 2 miles. About 1 mile is up, and the other mile is either flat or down. This is the first time on this route with the Grail. I'm not so cold anymore. It's going to be curious seeing how the Goat Hill road climb goes. With the 42 tooth chain ring. Well, the first half a mile climb is done. A couple little rollers in here, some flats and some downhills. Before the half a mile climb at the end. Kind of cold going downhill. And we'll finish off with a nice little climb. Another half a mile. Signing off for this one. We'll be back before I hit the river. And here we are, the road from hell. Only about half a mile. And for the most part, back country roads. Until I hit the river. And it's about 8 miles from here. Enjoy the view. I'll be logging back in on occasions before I hit Goat Hill. Okay, 10 miles down, 20 to go. 21 to be exact, but I'm a little over 10. Pretty much all downhill until I hit Valley Road. Then it'll be a little bit up. Couple of rollers before I hit Goat Hill Road. And here's Barry Road. A little bit of 14% gravel climbing. Hunter Road ahead. The bridge is washed out. It's been washed out for 10 or 20 years at least. And just past that is Valley Road. which will take me up a climb to Howe Living Farm. They farm the old way, or the way the Amish farm today. Got some rolling hills on valley. Climbing challenge lies ahead. Actually, I'm into the first part of the climb here. My upper body is a nice temperature. My toes are numb. My fingers feel good. Okay, into the rollers. I'm shutting down until I hit the Goat Hill turn. Goat Hill Road, dead ahead. Take a little picture for posterity. There's something living in this tree. Must be a squirrel or a raccoon or something. Goat Hill Road on a beautiful day. Little kitty cat, hunting for field mice. That's a youngin'. Okay, it says I have 0.9 miles of climbing. And for the most part, it's showing up orange on my Garmin, which is a far sight better than red. Somehow this Garmin lags behind on percentage of incline. I pedal along nice and easy. It says 7%. And then it gets hard and it says 5%. Here we are back to 8%. I don't know why 8% on the indoor trainer feels like nothing. 8% in real life is work. All right, getting sweaty. My toes are still numb. Nothing but climbing as far as the eye can see. The buzzard birds are enjoying these updrafts. I could use an updraft about now. Halfway through the climb. 4/10 to go. Trying to save my easiest gears for when I really need them. I'll stand up for a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, 2 more bumps. Pretty soon it's going to say ride complete. Yippee. If I go right here, I can go back into Hopewell toward home, kind of on top of the Sourlands. Or going straight down to Lambertville, and I'll follow the river down to Washington's Crossing, New Jersey State, or I think it's a state park, could be a national park, I don't know. All these dead things. All right, signing off for a bit. Nothing to see here. And the Hawk. Good stop. Heading down to the DNR rail trail. Good morning. feeling warmer down near the river. Or maybe it's just probably an hour's gone by, it's warmed up a little bit. My toes are still numb. And I have yet to see another biker. I'm sure I'll see some on the rail trail. And the runners are hardy souls. See if I can get a little picture through the trees here. The river is kind of low, but despite being in a drought condition, I've seen it lower. Looking to the north. And looking south. And the first two bikers of the day. See if they're bundled up. Yeah, pretty much. Winter coats, balaclavas, full gloves, full legs. Here I am running around in shorts. And a long sleeve poly top. Although at the start of the ride, I would have been much more comfortable with the balaclava, puffy winter coat, full gloves. Right now, except for the numb feet, The toes that I can't feel, I feel pretty good. Virtually no wind today, not down here near the canal anyway. A little bit of ripples on the water, but nothing to speak of. I've been on this trail where the wind pushed me down at a 20-mile-an-hour clip, where it kept me down to under 8 miles an hour when it was in my face. Coming behind you. Thank you. Not sure if it's a runner up ahead, a walker, or a biker. I guess if I catch up to them real fast, it's a walker. If I catch them kind of fast, it's a runner, unless they're running really fast. And if it takes a while, it's probably a biker. I do believe it's a walker. But I'm going to sign off for a while. It's enough of this boring canal path. I'll pick up another half a mile further down the road. And another biker in full winter gear. Howdy. I got a feeling that people dress according to the calendar date and not according to the actual weather. I'd hate to see them out here on a 70-degree day in December. I'm way too critical of people. Should just be happy to see other folks out riding their bikes, enjoying life. Who knows? Maybe the cold is really bothersome for him. We're all different. I could have wore my insulated toe covers today. My Renault syndrome has kicked in on my feet. Fingers feel good. No gloves. Just the little cushion riding gloves. Little dilapidated bridge here. I'm waiting to come by and see that in the water one day. People still go out and climb all over that thing. They're crazy. Behind you. Whoop. Thank you. Beautiful day. Okay, so I'll enjoy this last half mile of gravel. Actually, there'll be another. Okay, had to make a quick little pit stop today in Washington's Crossing, New Jersey. Another month will be the almost 250-year anniversary, 248, I believe, and in honor of the new Grail, the Holy Grail. Honor is his name, and the Norse god of silence and wisdom. Gotta love riding a bike. Started out a little cool today. Right now it's a nice toasty mid-50s. I got off the bike, walked a little bit, and my feet are, I got feeling back at my toes. Yippee. All right, heading for home. 8 more miles, and I'll be there. Eating lunch, beef stroganoff today. Enjoy. We'll capture a little bit of Washington Crossing here. The river is low. You can see the bank on the Pennsylvania side. More so than normal. We need the rain. Wednesday night into Thursday. Yippee! Little bump here. Nobody to my right. People do not use their blinkers, but maybe he's going straight. I don't know. And here we go. I've got a route calculation error. Oh, Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello. Where's all your Christmas decorations? Yeah, well, I got that. We'll see if they paved the gravel road through Washington Crossing. It was all tore up last week, or 2 weeks ago. Don't know whether they were getting ready to pave it or just chip seal it. I'll find out in about 0.6 of a mile. Actually got a nice little stiff breeze in my face, but it feels pretty good. My guess is in this last hour and a half, temperature's gone from 44 to 55. Which I find is the perfect temperature for riding a bike. Actually, anywhere between 50 and 70 is pretty comfortable. Heading into the park. Here we go. Construction ahead. Looks like new pavement. We'll find out if they're working down here. Should have bombed down here. I would have set a new PR. Taking it easy, I may set a new PR without even trying. This is crazy smooth. I liked it better when it was gravel. I'm gonna stay on this road for quite a while. Till it veers off through the woods. There is a bike trail there. That was kind of brutal 2 weeks ago when I went through on my diverge. A lot of big ruts. Had to hop off the bike several times. I don't know if this paved section goes all the way up to Church Road or not. I won't be going that far. Somebody went through the barricades. Next trail, I'll head back into the woods. Here we go. My Garmin's not hollering at me, so I must be back on trail. Got horses out walking. Two more climbs left on this ride. Both are short. Both are steep. Short, steep rides are good for the soul. And here we go. It's all downhill until it's uphill. Around the bend and up, up, up we go. We slow down real fast on this hill. I don't know if the fat, soft tires hurt or help climbing hills. They certainly do make the ride a lot smoother. One more climb, Scotch Road. Currently sitting at 1,300 feet elevation. My guess is 15 or 16 before the end of today's ride. There's a good place to fix a flat. Had to do that when I overpressurized my tubeless setup on the diverge, and I had a rear tire blowout. Basically, it just blew off the rim because it was overpressurized. Stuck a tube in it, put it back on the rim, and rode home. Lesson learned. When it says max pressure 55 psi, don't take it to 70. These 40 millimeter tires are easy to remember. Everything's 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. 40 millimeters, 40 psi. Although I run the fronts at anywhere from 36 to 38. They can handle 40 though. Okay, right turn. First down, then up. Here, my old friend Walt and his wife Phyllis. Often wonder if they're still around, what they're doing. I think they both had about 10 years on me, so that would put them in their mid-80s. Good people. I worked with Walt at the Naval Air Propulsion Center, and Phyllis was a teacher in the Lawrenceville school system. Not sure what she taught. She would have been a good kindergarten teacher. Just a sweet, sweet lady. Heading into the home stretch, about 3 miles to go. Oh, going to be a long line of traffic here. Somebody had a bad day recently. That's okay. And a couple of tents to Wellington Drive. I usually cruise down there about 15, 16 miles an hour. We'll see what the radar says today. I'll just take it at a normal rate. Here we go, Wellington Drive. Radar straight ahead. Wind in my face, so that'll be slowing me down a little bit. Not that I'm going fast anyway. 17, 16, 15, and 17. It's about right. Once in a great while, I'll try to make it flash, slow down. Maybe in the spring after a couple of months on the indoor trainer. Coming up to Denal Road, which I crossed straight over onto Plymouth before heading for home. And the end of another beautiful ride.